These new Florida Goldbacks are, in my opinion, the coolest Goldbacks to have ever come out. In this video, I'm going to show you the new denominations. We have the 100, the 2, and then the 1/2 Goldback. I'm also going to compare the 100 Goldback to a 1/10 ounce gold coin because they both contain 1/10 ounce of gold. Speaking of the 100 Goldback, we're going to see if it fits in the standard Goldback wallet. And then I'm going to show you something that I discovered about these new Florida Goldbacks that absolutely shocked me. Let's get into it. Buy your gold and silver online from SD Bullion. New customers get gold or silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new. Thank you so much for watching. I do sincerely appreciate it. Now, before I go over the new Florida Goldbacks, which by the way, they are absolutely stunning, I first want to talk about what a Goldback is. I know there are a lot of people who are new to my channel, new to precious metals, and maybe you've never heard of a Goldback before. Well, they are essentially a modern gold-backed currency because the gold is literally in the currency itself. You can hold the gold in your hands. It's kind of crazy that they've made 24 karat gold practical for everyday transactions, and this actually puts the purchasing power directly into your hands. These are so cool. The one Goldback contains 1/1000th of a troy ounce of 24 karat gold. And then, of course, there are all of the other denominations. Now, Florida is different than the other states to have come out so far because there are 8 different denominations. So this is basically the 8 series when it comes to Goldbacks. And let me tell you, to me, these are basically Goldbacks 2.0. Let's dive in. I want to say thank you to Goldback for sending these to me to review. These are going to be released on January 15th, and I want to start with the smallest one, the 1/2 Goldback. This thing is insane. It is a technological marvel. Something like this has never been done before. I mean, we're looking at a 1/2000th of a troy ounce of 24 karat gold, and it's beautiful. This just goes to show how thin gold can be. It is so extremely malleable, but when they make these, they essentially print them atom by atom. So this is absolutely fantastic, and it makes sense to have a 1/2 because the exchange rate for the one Goldback is now $5.36 at the time of filming. So if you want to have something more spendable, something more necessary for smaller transactions, well, what's better than the one? Let's do a half. It's going to be $2.68. That's the exchange rate for the half. Of course, the exchange rate will change over time. If the dollar continues to lose purchasing power, we're going to see the exchange rate of the Goldbacks go up. Now, on their website, they actually show all time the exchange rate of Goldbacks. And if we go back to the initial launch, you can see they were valued at just $2.78 for one Goldback. The half now $2.68 today. So it just goes to show how bad the dollar is doing compared to gold. But I love the half Goldback. You can see it's just a little bit shorter than the one. In fact, they all get a little bit taller or longer as you move up in size. They actually get thicker as well. But speaking of moving up in size, I want to point out for Florida, Goldback has done something different. This is something they haven't done before, but they're actually moving through time as you move up. So the half, the picture here is the farthest back in time. By the time you get to the 5, you're at the Pirates, right? Then you got the Flapper Girl on the 10. The 50 is World War II, I believe. And then the 100 is like the space age, right? You got the footprint on the moon. So it's moving through time as you get bigger. I think that's actually really cool. Now let's take a look at the 1. And actually for Florida, Goldback did something different for the 1 as well. There's 2 different versions. So the one on the left, this is the limited early release. The only way to get this one was to actually sign up to accept Goldbacks as payment in Florida. So you had had to be a business in Florida or refer a business in Florida to get the limited early release. I think these may be the rarest Goldback to ever come out. But then you have the standard one Florida Goldback. I love this picture here. It's such a beautiful work of art. Let's move on to the 2. This is one of those new denominations, and I like to call this one Lady in a Boat, because on it there's a lady in a boat. No, but seriously, I think it's cool to have a 2. If you want to collect all of the different denominations, it's nice to see new ones get added. But also for people who are wanting to use the Goldbacks as currency, which is what they're intended for, it's smart to have a 2 because it's sort of a big gap between the 1 and the 5. So I think it's practical as well. Let's move on to the 5, and I have to say, this is my favorite of all of the ones to be released for Florida because of the pirate lady. Yeah, she looks awesome. I really think they hit it out of the park with this one. And compared to the other 5s that have come out, you know, those are all well and good, but I think this is maybe the best design Goldback has ever done. Next, I want to show you the 10, 25, and 50. So for the 10, the design here is the flapper girl just kind of waving, and she's hanging off the side of a train there. Obviously, a free-spirited woman. This is a very cool design as well. The 25 is kind of the girl in a boat 2.0. There's a lot of wildlife in this one. Obviously, there's a lot of wildlife in Florida. She's got the binoculars, so she's definitely looking for something out there. And then we have the fighter pilot on the 50. This one is fantastic. And actually, I want to show you the Florida 50 Goldback is a little bit shorter than the other states to have come out so far. So I guess it's a little bit thicker as well, but it's a slightly different size. I think they did this because they knew they were going to be coming out with the 100, so they kind of wanted it to be sized in between the 100 and the 25. So just note, for Florida, the 50 is slightly shorter than the other states. I wonder if those ones are going to change in the future as well. And then we get to the big one, the 100 Goldback. My goodness, my first thought when I saw this thing was, wow, that is awesome. Why did they not come out with these sooner? I mean, the image is great. This is kind of the space age, right? Making it to the moon, etc. You got Lady Liberty pulling this ship here. An absolutely fantastic piece. I think they hit it out of the park with this one as well. But did they go too big with the 100? Let's see if it fits in the standard Goldback wallet. And we'll just slide it in there. And yeah, it does fit. Okay, so not too big for the Goldback wallet, so you can still carry these around with you. You could still spend them. The 100 is going to be great for those larger transactions. It is 1/10 ounce of gold, and let's compare it to the 1/10 ounce gold maple leaf here. Look at the size difference. Wow, if I'm going to be spending my gold, I'd be worried about losing this tiny coin here. You know, it's jingling around in your pocket and then it's gone. The 100, you're not going to be losing that. It's so beautiful. Such a really cool idea. And speaking of cool ideas, when I got these, I was playing around with them, checking them out. I pulled out my little blacklight here that I got from Germania Mint, and look what they have on the back of them. There is blacklight on the new Florida Goldbacks. This is a security feature that they're not even talking about on their website. So when I saw this, I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, I was literally so shocked to see this blacklight on here, but I think it's such a cool idea. I think it's really great to be pushing the limits when it comes to technology. All of the Florida ones have the blacklight. Let me show you the 1/2. Even the smallest is going to have this security feature. And when we look at the other states that have come out previously, no blacklight on those ones at all. So it's definitely a new thing. I think they're probably going to be adding it to all of the Goldbacks moving forward into 2025. Don't quote me on that, but I expect they will at some point. So there you go. That is the new Florida Goldbacks. I'm so excited that they came out with this state. Florida is a great state, and I'm excited to see what they do next year in 2025. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Silver Dragons out.